Welcome to another episode of Queen, Three, and King. As you can see, we are temporarily short one queen. However, that won't be for long. She's working with a special guest in the green room behind the scenes to try to make this work out. The devil is mad today because he knows it's going to be an amazing show. Mika, we can see you, so wave when you're ready for me to bring you on. No, I said wave when you're ready to bring me on. I'm ready. Okay. All right. So today's topic is comfort at the cost of truth. Comfort at the cost of truth. In my honest opinion, we lie to people sometimes because it is comfortable, right? It's the easier path. It's the easiest thing to do, as opposed to telling them the truth, which will force them to take a harder look at themselves. And some people don't always receive that well, right? In addition to that, do we owe people the truth? If we can't tell our friends the truth or for fear of losing them, are they really our friends? Have you ever not told somebody the truth and why? You know, y'all done all not said something when somebody couldn't sing. Well, find out today whether we have or not an answers to all these other questions and more. And we may have a special guest again. We're working on some technical difficulties right now. But first, without further ado, let me introduce my co-hosts who are live and in person. And we start out in Atlanta, Texas. Hailing out of East Garland, Texas, standing at 5'2 3/4" tall. She's been known as Boney Maroney, Skinny Minnie, Darling Nikki, the Grandma herself, Coco. What up, Queen?
And how you doing? This girl be on fire with these hellos.
Wow. I don't even know.
Tickle myself.
I really don't. Let me take a drink of this and see how I can recover.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you're just a hater.
All right, whatever. And next, hailing out of Okmulgee, Oklahoma. We normally give Tulsa some love before this, but out of Okmulgee, Oklahoma, by way of East Garland, we got the baby queen herself, Lee, Blake Mama. What's going on, Queen?
Hey, family. We back at it again.
A little bit more subdued than the other one, you know. We got some.
Well, I didn't practice mine.
I didn't practice either, baby. I was gonna learn. I just whenever he calls me and all my different names, I already know what I'm gonna say.
Wow.
I don't practice nothing. It's all natural.
Well, okay. Let me put it like this. You got that little, I don't know if this is a bun that escapes to the left or what it is, but it's
no, honey, baby. This is my side ponytail, my Paula Abdul ponytail. Okay.
Is that what they call it on the streets?
That's what I'm calling it.
Okay. All right, we got a couple of people in the chat room already. We got Aunt Weta saying, "Hey, family, what's going on?"
Hey, Aunt Weta.
She selected to pose with her bangs today. We got Aunt Keisha Witherspoon.
What up, Aunt Keisha?
We got Shelly Thomas in the building.
Hey, Shelly.
All right, let's check in. Okay, we got Mika. You good? All right. What is the verdict?
We are trying it with her phone, so we're gonna see how it happens.
Okay, cool. All right. And since she's here now, I guess we'll go ahead and introduce her. She is representing Tulsa, Oklahoma, by way of East Garland, Texas. She's standing today. Let's see, no heels. She's standing at a whopping 5'3" tall. We got the educator, Amoeba. What up, Queen?
Hey, how y'all doing? I heard Nikki say, "Is she tickled herself?"
I sure did. I said, "And how you doing?"
And to God be the glory on that one.
Well, she Mika took some of the bass out of her voice today. So that was a little bit better. She sounded a little less like Anita Baker.
I did.
And a little bit more like I said, giving you the best that I got.
Baby.
365 days of the year.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't do it neither. Don't do it neither. Don't do it neither. Auntie, he's sorry.
Hi, sorry. All right, we got a young twin in the house. What up, family? What's up?
Hey, nephew.
You?
Nephew.
All right, so let's do a quick test. Can you hear us, special guest? All right, so she's in the back room. She can hear us. Now let's do this test. We may have to show you her face and then jump out real quick if she can't hear us. We're gonna give her a chance. I think the problem is that she's using Apple products, and until they start paying us, we ain't with Apple products. We are we are Androids for life. I am anyway.
Yeah,
right.
that ain't we.
I am.
That ain't we.
Look at Anna just smiling. She ain't got nothing to say.
Right.
Let's see if we can do a test with our special guest. Special guest, say something to us.
Good evening, family.
Hey,
Test 1 2. Mic checks 1 2.
Mic check
test
1 2. Mic check 1 2.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Hey,
Well,
hey.
Awesome. Well, she can hear us, and for those of you who are in the know in DFW or radio circles, you know that this is Miss Shannon Thomas.
Shannon J.
That's right. Hey, that what did you say? Did you say being Shannon J?
I said the.
Oh, the Shannon J. That's right. Yeah.
And not to be confused with being Shannon J.
That's
what I thought she said. So, ma'am, would you like me to give a rundown of your bio first, and then you say hello to the people? That's what I'm gonna do then. Since you don't care, I care. All right. So what we gonna do? We're gonna give her a bio. Now, this bio is way too long. We only got an hour show. So I'm gonna try to hit you with the highlights. Yeah, she sent me a professional bio. I said I'm gonna have to have my people review this for legal concerns. I don't know if I can say all this. But anyway, Shannon has been in radio for, man, we were in high school, so before 89, so about 88, 87, somewhere in there, Shannon.
My God, I wasn't even born.
It's been that long. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you weren't.
Right.
Kind of some season, folks.
Right. So now she, did some work in radio there, but for the purposes of this, and when she started getting paid some real money, she started her career as Shannon J, which is a radio personality and the former producer of the Yolanda Adams Morning Show at DFW's Heaven 97.
KHVN.
That's correct, KHVN. Which ultimately transitioned her to her role as Shannon Thomas. See, when you get famous, you too will get different names. You won't just be called the same. See, I'm practicing. I'm King Dog today. I might be something else tomorrow when I get signed by somebody. So they transitioned her to a role as Shannon Thomas, promotions assistant for two of Dallas's biggest radio stations, 105.7, which you know about KRNB, and KKDA. If you're from Dallas, you know what KKDA, K104 FM is all about, and some of their huge personalities. So service broadcasting. Her position with KRNB afforded her the opportunity to be in their community liaison, backup producer for the Steve Harvey Morning Show, and fill-in host for the Gospel Sunday on KRNB 105.7. Shannon has met and interviewed some of music and film's most noted celebrities, both in gospel and the secular music industry. And she got different voices for each. She talked one way when she interviewing the gospel part. She talked another way.
I can't stand you.
But all of them sexy.
She wear her slacks. She wear her slacks when she talking to the gospel people, and she wear her jeans and boots.
Yeah.
To the secular folks.
You better come on here.
Come on, sexy Shannon.
Yeah, she has also hosted countless events and concerts today. Through her hard work, leadership, credibility, sincere character, and love for giving back to her community, Shannon had the honor of being the red carpet announcer for Bishop T.D. Jakes' 35th anniversary. And in 2014, she received an honorary doctorate of humanities degree from the Southern Bible Institute of Dallas.
You better say that.
And to add to her list of accomplishments, Shannon is a Stellar Award People's Choice Radio Award winner. Holla at us.
Yes.
Hey.
Shit,
Miss-
I don't have 1/4 of that on my bio.
Yeah, I said all yours in your introduction. You from
Joe
Tulsa,
did.
you went to South Garland for a couple years, and we ain't heard from you since. From Garland High for a couple years, and we ain't heard from you since. Miss
You know what?
Shannon Thomas, hello, how you doing? Talk to the people of Queen 3 and King.
Queen 3 and Kings, good evening. I love each and every one of you. Man, thanks so much for having me. I am super excited to be a part of your show tonight. When you were reading that, I was like, who is that? I don't know that person. It's so funny to hear yourself, but in all things that we do, it's just the fact that we have the love of God in our life. We're following that. We're following our passions, our goals, and our dreams. So at the end of the day, it's about family, which we all are and have been, like we said, for so many years. That you know what, it's all good, and we're all family. So I'm good right there. How y'all doing tonight?
So, yeah, fantastic. So do you want to tell the people how you know our family?
Yeah.
Well, like you said, we've been knowing each other like way, way, way back. My sister is actually Nikki, darling Nikki's best friend.
Yes.
And we went to the same high school. We grew up in Garland, went to high school together, and
Where did y'all go? Where did y'all go?
South Garland.
Come on!
Okay.
Oh, hey,
Them
South Garland,
Colonels.
home of the Colonels.
No.
You see how them Colonels come out to be somebody?
They on the Titans.
Wait a minute, time out.
Yeah, that's where the Titans
y'all are
now.
the Titans, I think.
Hang on, I'm finna mute these. The other one that wasn't at South Garland.
It wasn't my fault that y'all couldn't get in at Garland. Wasn't my fault.
Oh Lord, here we go.
I rejected it. It took me one day on campus to know I did not want to be an owl. Okay.
But Alicia, why did you not want to be an owl?
Too hood. Anyway.
Because and y'all don't know how to read and write.
Right.
Oh wow. That's rivalry for you.
So
Garland was
as Shannon mentioned, her sister, her older sister, and my older sister were best friends. And I don't know if
best friends.
I don't. I don't know.
Our best friends.
I don't know if you want to tell this part. Let's get to the important part. I don't know if she want to tell this part, but many of Nikki's friends, my older sister's friends, had a crush on me. Shannon, do you want to tell them that you were one of them too, or should I leave that part out?
Don't even entertain that foolishness.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it out.
We're not going to entertain it. We're not going to entertain that.
Not today.
So crazy.
All right,
you were a senior and they were a freshman. They knew not better.
Right.
Whatever.
He's something else. We love him anyway.
Couple of more comments. We got H-Rap Brian Williams. That's Texas H-Rap.
Hey, Texas H-Rap.
Queen. He had a strong show today. Built for this network. Build and destroy. You know, he is all about the community, and he's come strong. He is with a BS3 radio show as well called The Forecast on Monday nights. You can check his show out on Tuesdays at 5 and now Thursdays at 5. Used to be Saturdays at 5, now it's Thursdays at 5. And when I say, if you don't tune in for nothing but a nugget on Black history, African American history, African history, oh, you're missing it. Just that alone.
Tag is at 5 Central Standard Time or
that is 5 Central Standard Time. Yes, ma'am. We got Justin Caraway in the building. He said, "What's good, fam?" And in reference to our guest, he goes, "Oh, y'all fancy." Yeah. See, y'all thought, and I'm gonna get to you in a minute. Y'all thought last night was a peak, but I'm gonna get to that in just a moment. All right. Let's see. Carolyn Coleman said, "Good evening, family. Good evening, Carolyn."
Hey, Carolyn.
What color is that? Oh, yeah, profile picture. That her. It's got a little curly. It's like a little curly bob or something, and it's like a little. What is that? Rosemary.
Okay.
Let us know what that color is. But we see you working.
Good.
Sabrina Looney. Good evening, Incredibles. That is the highest
girl.
Sabrina.
And we got H-Rap's brother, Wonga Williams. Hello.
Hey.
We appreciate you. And we got the Big Illinois in the house. Queens and King. What's going on, Big Ill? Hey, did H-Rap give you that T-shirt I sent you? Or did he try to keep it for himself? Let me know. All right. So some congratulations are in order. to our three queens who won 3 BS3 Radio annual radio awards last night.
Congratulations.
And
Thank
so
you.
we won the award for most versatile podcast.
Love it.
For New Kids on the Block.
Woohoo!
We've only been around since April, so a little over 4 months. And we won the Funniest Podcast Award.
You're welcome.
Thank you to all
Love
of our
it.
supporters. Thank you to all of the voters. Thank you to BS3 Radio, et cetera, et cetera.
Wow.
And back then, you didn't want
Now I'm hot.
me. Oh,
In July on you.
okay.
I love it.
This is the
Congratulations.
T-shirt question. Haven't seen him yet. Big Illinois, you let me know. Anyway, so y'all thought we were stopping. We ain't stopping, and to prove that, we came out with a heavy hitter right after the awards, Miss Shannon Thomas. And she's going to tell us a little bit about this question, comfort at the cost of truth. All right.
Oh,
so I'm going to start a little different. I'm going to get into what inspired this topic, but I'm going to start a little differently. I'm going to start with this question. And we're going to start with the baby queen, and we're going to work our way up from there.
Look at her face.
The reason why is because I'm like that teacher. I caught her not paying attention.
No, somebody's at my door and my kids are downstairs, so I'm sending specific directions.
No, do you need to go off?
No, I think I'm okay.
Well, I need to come. I'm only 8 minutes away. I can turn this thing over and be right over there with both pistols.
No, I know who it is.
I'm gonna bring your pistol with me, Alicia.
You already know what. You already know.
Hold on,
what
let me mute because I know who it is.
Okay, go ahead. All right, so we're gonna do this different. We'll start with the other queen, the oldest queen. We'll start with Mika. So with Nikki. We're gonna answer this question. Mm-hmm. Do we even owe people the truth?
Ooh.
Do we?
I'm gonna say that I feel that we do.
Okay.
And if I don't depend, well, and you know that we're all, and most of us in our family, we're very transparent, and so we're going to speak the truth, and we're not going to sugarcoat anything. So I definitely believe that telling people the truth, they may not like it, but I think that we do owe people the truth.
Okay, right on. All right, and we are going to Mika. Do we owe people the truth?
Absolutely. I think we owe people the truth. I think if we don't give people the truth, it hinders them in their growth and what they're trying to accomplish, how they're trying to do it. And it hinders us in our relationship, because if you can come to me with the truth, I know we're really trustworthy of each other. So the truth is absolutely owed to each other, and it's expected as well.
Right.
Right on. Okay, Lily, do we owe people the truth?
Yes, we absolutely do.
Wait a minute, I forgot there's some stairs. Do you need to? Do I need to give you a minute to recover from them stairs? I know there's some stairs that's over there. Did you?
Oh, I didn't go down.
Okay.
I communicated through the ring.
Okay, good.
But
Security, get to Leisha's house right quick with me. Yeah.
I was a little thrown off, but yes, we absolutely know. I owe people the truth. I think you do a disservice when you don't tell somebody the truth, and that could be a reason a lot of people don't hold themselves accountable in situations, because they've been lied to so many times, haven't been called out.
Ooh,
so I absolutely owe you the truth.
Okay.
Sometimes.
Now you started that by saying you was a little thrown off. Well, let me just say this. I'm a little thrown off, and I'm a part of an award-winning podcast. So being thrown off ain't nothing. Sometimes that's a good thing. So we're gonna let you be thrown
if you don't
off.
answer this question and get on.
Lied to so many times. That's one of the first notes I had to make, because people get lied to so often. When they hear the truth, it hurt in a whole new way. All right. To Miss Thomas, Shannon, do we owe people the truth?
Let me just say this. As much as I want to say yes, we owe each other the truth, and that's
Mhm.
absolutely what we owe each other. Have
Mhm.
you guys seen the movie A Few Good Men? We
Mhm.
said you
You
can't
you
handle
can't
the
handle it.
The
truth.
Yeah.
truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
People can't handle the truth sometimes. It depends on what it is. And
Right.
I've been living long enough to know, yes, we want to tell the truth. That's the honorable thing to do. That is exactly what we owe each other. But a lot of times we just can't handle the truth. So we
Right.
have to handle certain situations,
Mhm.
in certain compartments in certain ways. I'm not saying lying, because you certainly don't want to do that. That's not of God. But sometimes you have to position and put it in a way where it just looks a little different. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Oh,
Because
Yeah.
some people just can't handle it. And I know
Right.
we've been in situations before where we just had to kind of, skirt a little, because we
Mhm.
knew that person could simply not handle it.
That's
Come on
very
through,
true.
Skirt. Come on through, Skirt. She scored 2 points with honorable and Skirt. Come on through, Skirt. We need
Yeah,
to
that's
skirt a
very
little
true.
bit.
Just can't
Okay.
handle it sometimes.
Right. Yeah. That's 100% right. And I can't say it any better. And my only caveat, and before I say that, let me just say this. We create an environment of comfortable, meaningful discussion, meaningful dialogue, right? And in order to do that, we have to recognize that we will have a disagreement from time to time.
Yeah.
We won't always see things exactly the way the other person sees it, right? However, we concentrate on listening to understand as opposed to listening to respond. And if we
Right.
do that, you may find that you actually get your mind changed on the topic or two, so we create that comfortable environment. And for me, again, do we owe someone the truth? It depends on who that someone is, right? So sometimes the cost of telling someone the truth costs you, not necessarily them, right? It costs you. And it may be someone who has not shown worthy of the truth, right? Or worthy of the time, or worthy of the price that it costs for you to tell the truth, right? Because there is a cost that you have to pay, right?
Yes, Lord.
So again, to me, it depends on who that is, which is why you have to identify. We've all heard about circles and keeping your circle close and an inner circle and et cetera, right? And so I read a comment, got distracted, but as a result,
Stay focused.
like I said, you have to pick and choose who that is. You need to know your circle. You need to know your people. You need to know, your
Yes.
relationships. And a lot of times you need to communicate with those individuals to make sure you've outlined what kind of relationships you got,
Yeah.
so you don't step into some territory you don't got no business stepping in.
And it also depends on how you deliver the truth to somebody, because
That's true.
sometimes it can be in a setting to where I don't want you calling me out in the front of a group of people when that could have been a private conversation. So I guess it also comes with delivery and how you bring that to a person. And that can depend on how receptive they are to take that feedback from you.
Yeah, like you said, it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Yeah.
Basically.
Right. All right, cool. That gave me another idea. Hold on. Okay,
I almost started laughing when Ted started laughing. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Well, okay, let me get to these comments. So we had Carolyn say congratulations.
Thank you.
And then we
Thank you, Carolyn.
Rita says, I'm going to lie whenever necessary. So she didn't try to take the route where Shannon said skirt. She said, I'm just going to flat out lie when necessary.
Lie when necessary. Okay.
So what inspired this topic? Comfort at the cost of truth. And I say we lie to people because it's comfortable when we owe them the truth. And it's inspired by the Sha'Carri Richardson debacle. Richardson finished last in the field of 9 runners.
Dead last.
See, I didn't say dead last, people. I said last. But black folks got to put some good stuff behind it. Dead last. In the field of 9 runners in the 100 meters, and withdrew from the 200 meters at the Prefontaine Classic a couple of weeks ago in Eugene, Oregon, which was her return to track after not being allowed to compete at the Tokyo Olympics, and we all know why. Right. And now people are saying that we supported the Queen in Tokyo, and now we dry hate. What say you? Are we dry hating? And we're gonna start with Miss Shannon on this one. Are we dry hating? Are we not supporting her by stating what's obvious?
You know, I kind of had a moment with this because in one sense, yes, we are proud of our queen. We're proud of our Black sisters are doing many things, and of course in their field, you know, with the Jamaicans, with the other women that are triumphing, doing wonderful things. Okay, and they're, I mean, absolutely fabulous. But I think she came out a little too cocky at first, to me, a little bit arrogant at first. Now I understand, you know, she had the issue with your mom, and then the weed thing came out and all that other stuff. But as far as supporting her, there's nothing wrong with supporting a person, but I think sometimes we, as you know, what we're doing, we have to humble ourselves to a certain extent so that supporting can be easy for others to do. You know, because at the end of the day, it really ain't dry hating. Because if you look at there was a lot of African American women that were doing their thing on that track that day. You know what I mean? So it's not that we're dry hating on her. It's that, you know, I think when you are in the limelight or you become fresh or new to the limelight, sometimes you got to kind of ease your way in so that, you know, people can accept you and understand whatever it is your struggle, but understand who you are to triumph who you are and your talent. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So, I mean, I'm pretty sure there are some dry haters out there. Let me say that. But I think for the most part, you know, it's the way she came about it to where now it's like, okay, well, you know, you talked a big game. What's up? You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, it didn't equate to her, you know, qualifying or her being, you know, in maybe first or second or third. But at the end of the day,
or fourth,
or fifth or sixth or seventh or eighth or ninth,
or eighth.
she got caught up to me. She got caught up in the glitz and glamour of it all because everybody was paying attention, you know, from her skill set to her outer beauty and all of that other stuff. You can kind of get a little up in here with it. And then at the end of the day, your performance and your focus and your concentration should be where it is. But to answer the question in total, I don't think that, you know, they're really just dry haters. I mean, like I said, there are some, but I'm saying for the most part, the majority of us see what we see and we hear what we hear. And we're like, you know what? Hey, it is what a TI is.
Right. All right. Before we go to Lily on this, just as a reminder to click the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. So whenever Queen 3 and King goes live, you live with us. And also, what are your thoughts? Share your thoughts with us as well in the comment section. Lily.
What did you say?
I said, we dry hating?
Oh, no, we're not dry hating at all. We're calling it like it is. And it's no different than any other sport. When we talk trash about each other, like if you lost, we see that everybody clowning the Cowboys or everybody clowning the 49ers or whatever the case may be. So it's not dry hating, but I honestly feel like this was one of those experiences that needed to humble her. So, and you just need to take a step back and see, how do I move from here? And that interview wasn't it. After that, that's not how we move forward. And also, Allison Felix offering help or wanting to give her flowers and show that she's here and she gets it, but then you shutting her down with that. So it's just all in how you move. And I would hate, she's so talented that I would hate to see her lose out on opportunities because of how she moves forward from a loss. Sometimes we gotta be humbled. It's all about how you move forward, though.
All right. Mika.
Sha'Carri, sweet baby.
Sha'Carri.
No, it's Sha'Carri.
Whatever.
Look her up.
Tomato.
Look her up.
I heard her. I don't know. Okay.
Huh?
When she corrected that reporter, she said, and it's Sha'Carri. It's Sha'Carri.
Thank you. See, you don't even know for sure.
Anyway, let me get back to my point.
Go ahead.
Thank you, girl.
Do your fingers like this one more time, and I'm putting you off the show.
And so, no, but seriously, I hate that sometimes we as people equate telling you the truth to hating. Those are not the same thing. So, you know, a lot of people I saw on social media, because I watched it with Alicia, and I sat in silence for about 1 minute, like, oh, God. Oh, because we were rooting for you, in the words of Tyra. We were all rooting for you. But, and it's okay to lose, but it's how you lose. It's how you come back. And it's how you say, hey, I'm going to recover. I'm going to be okay from this. So I believe that we should equate hating to telling you the truth. You lost. What are you going to do next? It's all everybody was saying. If I'm on the track field, if I'm on the basketball court, if we're on the football field, and if I lose, people are going to have things to say. That's what comes with when you're a celebrity. So I think we need to focus on her getting the people that she needs to be in her corner and getting those yes men out so she can get people in that tell her the truth so she can move on and go forward, because she is talented. I would hate for her talent to be wasted.
Okay. All right. And Justin agrees. He says facts, Mika Baldwin. And he also says, no, this is an opportunity for her to step her game up and show the world what she can do.
Exactly.
Ben Suttereth, who put the BS in BS3 radio, says nobody is hating. People just speaking the truth. Justin said, what is dry hating? Oh, wow. He's getting old, ain't he? All right. Nicole, we dry hating on Sha'Carri?
No, I don't think so. But wasn't it the day of the race that she did a little video on Instagram or something where she was in that video? I took it that she was being cocky in that video. Whenever she did her little, throwing her little, like she was really gonna go out there and get down, and didn't do nothing, because I saw the race too. Yeah. So I think that she needs to humble herself as well, because humility is key. And not only that, she should be able to take in she needs to be able to accept criticism. And I'm just thinking that, I don't know, I just think that she just needs to be more humbled. And I don't think anybody's hating on her or anything. I think, like you guys have said, I think everybody is really rooting for her, especially with her background.
Oh, yeah.
You know, everybody, I believe, wants her to win. But she has to want to win herself, truly win, and have the right people in her corner.
Right. So. All right. Justin, which I don't know what he means, but he said get down.
Because Nikki said get down.
No.
Yeah, she did. She didn't do nothing, though. She didn't bust a grape.
Oh, wow. Louisa says that no one is dry hating on Dennis Rodman Jr. Did I miss something?
Okay, now that's the part where I think we can do better, because people started clowning her, calling her a ghetto hood rat.
Oh no,
comparing her to her looks, and
at least about to laugh.
And that's what Aunt Wita referring her to.
She's trying to call her Dennis Rodman Jr.
Aunt Wita.
Got it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that's where we can that's where we can do better.
Wow.
Y'all, come on.
That's where we can do better.
Golden Brooke says, hey, and Justin says,
hey, Golden.
Yeah.
Exactly, just.
All right. So for me, it was absolutely not dry hating whatsoever. You know, the truth is the truth. You know, see what people, they fill in the blanks after we say what we say, right? So I watched the video. She got smoked. I said, she got smoked. That's not dry hating. That's just stating the facts of what happened. Right. She got smoked. Oh, what? We said it wrong? I should have said, man, that was a difficult race. Or, man, she had a tough race. That ain't how we talk. She got smoked. They walked on her. They left her. This is what it is, you know, and that doesn't mean that we still don't support you. We can tell you the truth. You got smoked, whatever the case may be, and still be a fan of yours. I'm one of the biggest Cowboy fans I know. And I'm going to tell you 9 times out of 10, before we go into the game, I'm going to say, yeah, we ain't going to get this one today. That don't mean I'm not a real fan. I'm hating. I'm just being realistic and telling you what I think, right? You know, or if somebody beats us, I'm going to be like, hey, they was a better team. They're a better squad than us. I'm telling you right now, Cowboy fan, Tampa Bay,
It's over.
I don't know if you want that smoke yet. You know, check back with us on week 15, 16, 17. But week 1, I don't know if you want that Tom Brady smoke. And they're going to hang them that banner in the rafters. They're going to be fired up.
And we're going to cry in the car.
Yeah.
But I feel like it was her opportunity after she wasn't allowed to run in the Olympics to go out there and really do her thing for real. Like really go out there and show herself what she can do, what we all know she can do.
I don't think she was in the. I don't think her mind was
my
there.
mindset. Yes,
I don't think she was in the right mindset. And then we underestimate. Jamaica comes out there and applies pressure each and every time.
All the time.
All
the time.
Jamaica coming with it no matter what.
Yeah,
that's right.
Shannon,
and if y'all follow. Yeah, if you followed a lot of what she did after, it was announced that she was not going to be able to go to the Olympics, she was on the red carpet, she was doing commercials, and I'm not saying, I'm not dry hating on that, but I'm just saying, a lot of times, when you're preparing yourself to other things or greater things, or to even get back in the race, it's about preparing yourself. It's about buckling down and making sure you're ready for the opportunity. And like you said, them Jamaicans didn't come to play. Them ladies did not
never do.
Play. That's
never do.
but that's what they do.
And weed ain't never stopped you from being fast, so don't let it stop you from being fast.
They never stop. Right. Exactly. In fact. But yeah, she was just doing too much to me. And I know Hollywood was really calling on her because they had here's this girl that kind of came out of nowhere, wowed everybody or whatever, but dry hating is always like negative, saying negative about somebody and being discouraged. Nobody was doing that at first, but it was after all of that stuff that we said that came about, and especially after that interview, it was like, okay, come on now. Like you said, sit down somewhere. Come on.
Yeah.
We're gonna need you to be what we know you can be. And let us support you and love you and humble you and push you, because you're being humble yourself and you're doing what you need to do.
Right.
So
I was like, who is
we have a special guest. Now, first of all, y'all saw I didn't get up and go nowhere, so that means he just walked into my house. And the castle doctrine says I can actually pop, and lay him down right here.
So I thought your security let him in.
What can we help you with, sir?
Well, I just wanted
what happened to security?
Hand deliver.
Come on,
liar.
We wanted to deliver these.
Oh, how awesome!
One, two. Let me see if I can know. 3.
Yes.
Oh,
I love it.
Thank you, BS3 Radio.
Yeah, thank you. Those look better than Grammys.
Look at
those look better than Grammys.
Yeah, of course they do.
Yeah, that's real nice.
So what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to so how I'm gonna distribute it, I'm gonna let the queens keep these at their houses. What I'm gonna do, the new kids on the block trophy, I'm gonna get that to somebody who will never be called a new kid again, and that's Nicole. So this might be the only time you get called a kid.
You just keep on living.
I'm gonna give this most versatile podcast award. I'm gonna give this to Lily because she got to be real versatile over there with Blake and K-Nam over there.
Oh yeah,
and my brother-in-law. And then I'm gonna give the funniest, since she's the second funniest person.
Another second.
I'm gonna get that to Mika.
I really have to know, how did you come to this conclusion? Who told you that?
Alicia, dry hating is real.
Yes,
and when did we become
dry hating, baby?
But when did we become so sensitive as a black people?
Y'all are wet hate.
She said as a black people.
Right, and when did we become so sensitive as a black people?
Right.
Sensitive about everything.
Telling the truth.
Ben wants to say goodbye.
I'll see you.
Bye again.
He said, congratulations.
Thank
And,
you.
Erica, I don't know if you're watching his better half. She said, take that mask off if you want to.
Yeah.
So she ain't playing no games.
I know that's right.
Hey, look
I'm
here.
telling you.
We
We was
understand,
at the
Erica.
Juneteenth celebration. It was 127 degrees outside.
Yes.
At
And
least.
Ben didn't take that
Not
mask off. He,
127.
Like this the whole time.
he just filtered his water through that mask. You hear me?
Ask him, have he had COVID?
Hello.
See, for those masks
All right,
work.
man.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, hold on. So, Twin Boy said, I was with you until you said we losing to Tampa Bay. We getting the W. Carolyn Coleman says that part. Justin said Twin Boy 100. TJ Ryder said, what's up, y'all? Keep up the good work. Thank you,
Hey,
sir.
TJ.
What up, TJ?
A-Trap said, watch your wallet dog. Oh, I hit it. So I got you. I'm good. David Wilkes giving us a hand. Thank you,
Hi,
Mayhem.
David.
A-Trap, congratulations. Thank you.
Thank
Justin
you.
Fairway, look at God.
Justin.
Just like
Just
water.
like water.
Yeah, like
Splash.
water. Splash.
Yeah.
Uncle Daryl.
So look at her.
Hey, Erica.
That's right, Erica. COVID is real.
Yes, ma'am.
Congratulations, you guys. I really
Yes,
enjoyed
it
the show.
is.
Awesome job. Thank you, Erica.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. So next question. Let me look at the time to see which one I'm going to go with first. Yeah, we'll go with this. If we can't tell our friends the truth for fear of losing them as friends,
Mhm.
are they really our friends? And I'm going to start with Nikki on this. If we can't tell our friends the truth for fear of losing them as friends, are they really our friends? Nicole.
I'm about to laugh. Excuse me. Y'all.
Probably not.
Okay.
Or we may not be as tight as I thought we were.
Mm-hmm.
Because if we're friends, you would want your friend to come to you and tell you the truth and to be open and honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
And you would also
right.
want your friend should want you to do the same for them. So if they don't accept what you're saying, I truly believe that they're probably not as close of a friend as you would think they are, because the friends that I currently have, we can come to each other like that and talk to each other about things like that. But I did have some friends that you couldn't do that with. So yeah, but I do feel that you may not be as tight as you think you are.
Okay. Meba.
I concur. And my friends know me well enough to even, this might be TMI, but to even check the calendar to see, how they have to come at me.
Real talk. Yeah.
That's how it is when
they need to see if it's day 21. They need to see if it's day 21.
My friends will be
Day 21.
Ask Selena. Selena be like, girl, well, let me hug you first. But the truth coming after that, and I don't use the word constructive criticism anymore. I use the word constructive feedback. People take that a little better.
That's good.
So my friends give me constructive feedback, because criticism is kind of a negative word to most people. So who can't take it? So absolutely. And it's just you gotta know your friend. You got to know how they can take it. You got to know if it can be one person around, if it can just be you and her. Do you need to involve the spouse? Like, you need to know that person in order to be able to get the point across to that friend. So it's how you deliver, not if, it's the how you deliver.
All right. Lily, if we can't tell our friends the truth for fear of losing them as friends, are they really our friends?
No, they're not. Our true friends. And I think that I am one of the people that will say,
take your time,
that will call somebody up and be like, was I wrong? Because I know that sometimes it can come off wrong, or maybe I said it in the wrong way. And I'm all for people telling me the truth. So if I'm truly wrong, I don't mind going to that person and apologizing and saying I was wrong. So like they said, I don't feel like it's something that you shouldn't be able to do with your true friends, because I know that I would want them to give me the same feedback if I was doing something wrong. So that has to be a two-way street.
Okay, and A-Trap says no to the question, you know, are they really our friends? He goes, no.
Exactly.
And then in reference to Mika's answer, he goes, pretty good for a non-Leo, Mika. And Justin said, feedback, I love that.
Yeah.
All right, Shannon, are they really our friends?
My answer is no. And I kind of agree with everything that's been said, prior to me. And I think that, at the end of the day, it is about those that are closest in your circle and those people that you can really rely on to tell you that, because the world will give you enough of the fluff. And I'm going to say that being on the nice end of a word that I probably could say, but I'm just saying, the world can do enough of that. But a good friend can tell you what a TI is. And you like, okay, I can receive it. I can accept it, and I can try to, digest it, and make those changes if need be. But, I've had a best friend for over 20 something years. And it's nothing short of her saying, look, girl, I know you in this world or whatever, but, you need to do this. You're doing a little bit too much here. Or, my sister, or just people that, like you have to really have that close circle of those people you have to really, really depend on and know that they're telling you that, and they're telling you that in love and out of realness of who they are in your life. Because a lot of times you can have like those fake people that, like Nikki said, we've had in our lives that just didn't do that. You thought they were friends, and you're taking their advice and you're doing things, and you look up and you're like, man, I'm in the wrong space with this. But yes, if you can't tell me the truth about it and allow me to process that and become a better me, then what we doing? We ain't friends. What we doing? What?
All right, A-Trap, before I answer that question, A-Trap says no such thing and a wrong Leo is just the rest of the world. I'm not, you missing me.
It is a such thing as a wrong Leo. Y'all take up the whole month.
Yeah, the rest of the world. He said the rest of the world is Saul.
Well, there's 3 Leos on this podcast tonight.
Yeah, I see.
Anyway, Rita says, if I tell my friend,
now that's dry hate.
That's dry hate.
No, that ain't dry hating. That's wet hating.
Yeah,
Rita says, if I tell my friends the truth, I wouldn't have any friends left.
Oh Lord,
Auntie, you got the wrong people around you.
We got Chief Rocker in the house. What's up, good people? Ears on. What's up, Chief? The dog and pretty lady. I guess which one of y'all pretty? Libra in the house, Team Libra. You're right, Chief Rocker. I knew I liked you for some reason, sir. That's the last Leo comment we'll be having for the day.
Of the night.
So yes, if we can't tell our friends the truth for fear of losing them, are they really our friends? Absolutely not. It is one of the telltale signs. If you want to know whether your friend is a good friend or not, tell them the truth about something and see how they react. Okay, you'll know really, really soon.
But y'all, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, please. Go ahead.
But y'all, let me ask you this though. So, when your friend tell you the truth or somebody tell you the truth, doesn't it hurt sometimes to process that?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's like, no, I am perfect. What do you mean I'm not perfect? Right. What do you mean I didn't get that right? And it's really a hard thing to accept.
It is.
I just wanted to say that because a lot of times we hear the truth, but it's like, that ain't the truth. That ain't really me. So what do you do with that, after...
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, we see our minds are rigged to self-justify, and we can always justify and rationalize why our actions were our actions, but let somebody else do something. I understanding bad all of a sudden. So yeah, you 100% right. It hurts to hear the truth, so yeah, I don't think we've said that enough. So that's a very good point. In fact, back when I used to be in corporate America, and I used to, again, I'm bringing it, right? So let a supervisor during review time or something like that come and say,
right?
You done forgot who I am? I'm your best, whatever it is. You saying, I understand.
Right?
I'm not saying, so then they know I'm finna get my stuff and walk up out of here. You trying to say, hey, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying everybody can work on something.
Everybody.
Right. You know, feelings real quick.
You're right. So in fact, one of my best friends, Craig, if I come to the barbershop and we talk about stuff all the time, and he'll be the first to say, you so stupid. He'll just tell me. We got that kind of relationship. You so shut up. you know, whatever. If I'm saying
Boy, Ted,
something,
my favorite is you about to piss me off,
and
T.
then he'll say that you about to piss me off. You know, so if you don't have somebody that'll tell you the truth, and you know where they coming from, you know, like I said, this dude to take a bullet for me, so I know he's not gonna tell me something that's gonna do me wrong, you know. So, so yeah.
Let me ask this question, queens and king. Let me ask you this, and everybody that's listening. So, say for instance, you are telling your friend the truth, okay, and it is absolutely 100 the truth, right? Your friend tells you in a way with words that you don't really, you know, it's like, why you said, like you said, shut up, or you stupid about this, the words that are kind of maybe demeaning words, or words that, you know, say are not uplifting. How do you adjust to that? They're telling the truth, you want the truth, that is your friend, but they're saying it in a way like we said, you know, it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Right. That's a good question. And for me,
have you ever had that?
It's a matter of that friendship. See, I'm a proponent of communication in every type of relationship. You're going to talk about what kind of friends we're going to be, or if we're going to be friends, or if we, you know, like, hey, you know, if we friends, now my people that I'm friends with, I you know, you got 24/7 access for me. If you need me, I'm there. If whatever the case may be, we're going to lay this thing out, you know, to specifically know what the deal is. So they're going to know whether they can come, like Craig, no, I can come at you like that. We don't establish that protocol, you know. So for somebody who hasn't established that protocol, they're not going to come to me like that, you know. So I personally have not had that issue. And me, I like to think that I know my people well enough, you know, whoever they are, to know how to come to them. And I don't come to every individual the same way. It's not a cookie cutter approach. It's an individualized approach.
Yeah. I just kind of just to echo what Ted said, I just go based off of what we say at work, and that's know your audience. So you have to know who you're talking to. I can say one thing to one of my friends that I probably can't say to the other one. So I just have to tailor that conversation just based on who that person is.
Right. A-Trap says, I will push someone in front of a bullet for you. I've taken one. It's no fun. And then based on what
so that's good.
And then based on what Lily said, he said that's a fact. All right, Mika, you had something to say about Shannon's point?
I was just gonna say I echo the same sentiments Alicia stated. I'll just, even with my siblings, we're all three different people. Ted can take it harder than Nikki. Alicia can take it harder than, you know, me. Like, we're just all different people. So know your audience is all I would say. And make sure you've established that, because the way I talk to Tabitha or Selena, I can't talk to a friend that I met a year ago. We haven't established those boundaries. We haven't established, you know, when I talk to you like this, we're not going to be mad at each other in 15 minutes. In 15 minutes, we should have a glass of Cabernet in front of us, chilling on the patio.
Yeah.
I was just telling you the truth. There was no harm, no foul. But I just wanted to give you a little feedback in case you were wondering, because I saw something that was sticking out.
Yeah, we have equity with those people that we have been with for, you know, a while. We have more equity with them, you know. And so another point that I thought about when Shannon was bringing her point up was that it may hurt for a moment for even real friends, and they may need a minute to swallow it. I don't mean that they're going to take it well from the bat and they're going to keep treating you like everything is everything, you know, but they may need a day or 3 weeks, you know, to be able to overcome that difficult information that was being told to them. But true friends going to come back, right?
Yeah.
All right. And so for our last question, because we only got about 7 minutes left or so, 6.5. Have you ever not told somebody the truth, and why? And we're going to start with Lily on this. Have you ever not told someone the truth, and why? Shannon's ducking off camera because she obviously has. Lily, have you ever not told someone the truth, and why?
Absolutely, I have. And that's simply because I knew that person wouldn't be able to take it. So I'm not going to give you something to where I know that it may hinder or ruin our relationship. I may think of a different way to come at it, but in that moment I have lied and been like, yeah, girl, it's all good, and it's not all good. But it just wasn't the time for that conversation. So I may table it for another time, but I absolutely have lied.
Come on, corporate America, table it.
It's the table for me.
Table it, then, corporate America. Come on,
Whatever.
supervisor.
Whatever.
Use another supervisor word on it.
No. So, and I've had to lie in supervisor roles because I know what's coming.
Yeah.
Everything's great, but I know that I'm affirming you next week. But you know,
Wow.
I can't. So, yeah,
and
definitely.
H-Rap, in response to Mika's glass of Cabernet, he said, or a glass of Ripple for me.
Oh my gosh.
Indeed, he says, yes, I personally feel most people would rather hear a pretty lie than the ugly truth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Justin says it's up for us to decide if they can take it or not.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
if you know that person.
No, he's asking a question. Is it up for us to decide if they can take it or not?
Yes.
And I say yes.
Oh, absolutely.
If they're a friend, if you've known them and they're good friends, yeah, you should.
Yeah.
Right. You should know whether or not. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So Lily says, yes. Mika, have you ever told someone the truth and why?
A lie? Have I ever told somebody a lie?
Have you ever not told someone the truth and why?
Absolutely. She was fragile. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
Woo.
Okay. And H-Rap says, yes, if someone said know the room. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Know the room. She was too fragile. We had, in college and right after we got out of college, we all said, hey, girl, let me know if you ever see my man cheating. That wasn't the whole truth for her because somebody saw a man cheating and she got mad. And then 2 years later, I saw the man cheating again. She's like, has anybody in the room ever seen him cheating? No. I lied because you weren't ready for that. Because if you really wanted to know the truth, you would took us individually, talk to us, and really, because you were leading out of emotion. So it just depends on how they're leading the conversation. Are they emotional about it? Are they going to be receptive to it? And like you said, again, if that is your friend, you should know who they are and what they are. And sometimes I'll lie not to out you in front of a crowd, because if you ask me a question in front of a crowd, I'm not gonna. If I feel like it's gonna embarrass you, absolutely not. I'll lie to you until we get together and be like, girl, I love you. However, I was lying 2 weeks ago. I didn't want you to be embarrassed. So you got to handle that person tenderly. So yeah.
A-Trap made a good point. He goes, I would say she knew the truth. That's why she asked. Possibly. Yeah. Intuition. All right. Nikki.
And Mika said 2 years later, so it was more than one time. So she knew.
Yeah.
Nikki, have you ever not told someone the truth and why?
Yes.
Mama.
And
Mama told me.
What you
Go
say?
ahead. No,
Mama.
Go ahead.
Mama.
You lied to Mama.
Wow. Because she knows that she done did that hundreds of times.
Mama told me to go on with your story. Hope you watching, Mama. Don't make
Justin answering for Nikki. Mind your damn business.
No, I have absolutely not told several people I didn't tell them the truth when they came to me, because like everyone has said, basically, you do know your friends, especially if they've been friends with you for a long time. And I have majority of my friends are friends from middle school and high school. So, and and I'm sure they probably lied to me sometime too, and you just know that the reason why is because they're not going to be able to handle it, or you could even ruin the friendship could even be ruined behind telling them the truth. So sometimes you just got to pick and choose what you say,
right?
And who you say it to.
Well, for me, and I'll give my answer, then we'll go around the panel for final thoughts. For me, whenever I thought of this particular aspect of it, have you ever not told someone the truth and why? I didn't think about friends in that aspect, because I generally will tell friends the truth, but I have not told someone the truth. And the funniest story I can remember on that, I've told Mika before, but I don't know if I've told anybody else here, but you've heard me tell the story either on the forecast or here. I can't remember exactly when, but being single for the last several years, I've gone on a couple of dates, first time dates.
A couple.
So okay, I mean, I'm trying to remain modest here, if I may. So anyway, so
Why now?
this shit, we met for the first time, sitting at the bar having a drink and whatnot. Conversation was good leading up to this meet. So we go to this meet, and as she's talking to me, Nika, do you know what I'm gonna say? What? Huh? She had spots on her tongue.
Oh, you did say that. I remember that.
So she had, Shannon. She had black spots on her tongue.
Oh my.
And so for me,
like a Dalmatian, guys.
So you remember I posted on Facebook a few weeks ago. I said, if your lips is black, we're not good fit. With their spots on her tongue, I knew we not a good fit. See, I like kissing too much, and I thought them spots may have been transferable. I didn't know if it was part cow. I didn't know what the deal was.
This is
so
ridiculous.
I don't know if you were in the middle of the night or something like that. So I
jump on you.
Take no chances. So to answer the question, have I ever not told someone the truth and
That's
lied?
disgusting.
When she asked, what happened? I thought things were good. I'm just not in a good place right now. I thought I was ready. I'm not ready. I couldn't tell her. Uh-oh, look at this. Justin said what she meant.
Justin, what does that have to do with it?
Carolyn Coleman says, oh my, and then they trapped. So that is just one story. I got another story.
Wow.
I'm not telling the truth in a similar situation, but I'm not for self-preservation and to preserve your dignity. I mean, she knew she had them spots on her tongue.
And she laughed like that.
It seemed like it, right? It seemed like you stuck there. Nah, don't do that. Do not laugh like this. Yeah, you might could have got away with it. Well, again, I still, pay for dinner, drink as much as you want, enjoy your time with me because you ain't gonna get no more.
It's ridiculous, guys.
All right, so we are gonna go around the horn for some final thoughts, and we're gonna start with the Anna Queen. Your final thoughts to the people.
Well, I'm just gonna say, Ted, I can't say nothing because I'm still thinking about that tongue and your reaction. So can you just go to somebody else?
Ooh, this one said maybe she brushed her teeth with active charcoal. I don't know. That wasn't out then. We wasn't hearing about that much back then.
Excuse me.
I know. That's dogs that are mixed and spotted tongues.
Oh.
See, that's the people. When Lily said that the problem is how we come back with some folks when we were talking about the Sha'Carri Richardson story. See, that's the problem right there, Justin. You the problem. You the problem right there.
I'm not laughing about nobody's tongue.
Look at that. You ain't laughing outside on the inside.
I ain't laughing at all about nobody's appearance during this time.
Let me explain this. We're not laughing about the tongue. We're laughing at my choices and not telling her the truth.
No, y'all scoring on that girl tongue.
No, I didn't say nothing about her tongue.
Alicia, I just said the way she was laughing.
If scoring gonna keep us out of heaven, it ain't gonna be no black people in heaven.
No.
She might have maybe she had a hormone imbalance.
Well, that's true. She could have.
I go on her tongue.
Oh my God.
Vitiligo?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. We just said this don't have anything to do with the question, but I remember this and wanted to share. When Nicole was 3 or 4, she told me that my sisters were planning me a surprise baby shower.
I sure did.
Then she told me, don't tell anyone I told you.
And we remind me about that often.
Mama told me that one.
All right, so Nikki, say your goodbyes to these people.
Okay, I don't have any last minute words regarding the actual podcast, the topic of the podcast, but I just want to thank everybody again, like I always do every single week. Just show you guys and let you guys know that I'm grateful for you guys watching the show every week, coming on and inviting others to come on, and it just means a lot to me and to my siblings as well. I know I speak for you guys as well. It just means a lot for you guys to support us. And Shannon, thank you so much for being a part of our show tonight. We enjoyed you tremendously, and I don't get to see you a lot now, but I think of you often. So I pray that everything is well with you and your family.
Thank you.
I think her voice started to crack a little bit when she said that part.
Who? Shannon's?
Yours.
No. Man, I see Shannon dropping a tear over there.
Yeah, you moved her.
But but I appreciate you guys.
All right, Mika.
I'll make mine quick. To the beautiful, talented, awesome, and amazing Shannon, thank you for blessing us with your presence. We appreciate you. You are so talented, and we love you for taking your time out just to come and say hello to our folks. And from last night, we are so humble from last night.
Right.
We are blessed. This podcast is something that God gave to my brother and the rest of us, and we just are so thankful for y'all's support. And we pray that he continues to download whatever he wants us to do and give to you all, and that you are receptive of it. And for tonight's show, guys, if you're in my circle, tell me the truth, but always be kind with how you do it, and make sure it is constructive feedback, and make sure that person is ready to receive that information.
Y'all remember when at the beginning of that story she said she was gonna make it quick? Lily.
I was about to say the same thing. I was going to say, she did say be truthful, right? That wasn't short.
You said it too hard.
But yeah, I probably did. And I said it in front of mixed company. My bad, Mika. If Booked and Busy was a person, that would be the Shannon Thomas. So appreciate you for joining us tonight. Continue to do what you're doing. I always think what you do is so cool, and love seeing your growth. So very, very thankful to have you on the show. Again, thank you to all the viewers, supporters. We wouldn't be doing this without you guys, and we appreciate the votes, the support each week. I think even Ted says this all the time. I'm having a hard time keeping up with the comments because y'all are that amazing, and we'll continue to do that for us because we love that. We love reading comments. We love laughing, drives discussion. So again, thank you for everything that you've done for us. Continue to support us each and every week. It'll only get better and greater.
Right. So I'm gonna go to Shannon and let her have her final thoughts. But before I do that, I'm gonna ask her a couple of questions. Well, one question, and I'm gonna give her credit for something. So Shannon was the one. We've been talking about me doing something in radio for years. She has constantly been pushing me. You need to do this. You need to do that. You have this. You have that, or whatever. So I went on her show, and Shannon, I want you to talk about your show and what's going on with that, stuff like that, and where people can find you and how they can support you. So I went on her show, and the instant classic for that show was Draws and Bras. That was a suggestion I gave to some people to open their store, right? But anyway, so after that, she's like, you need to do something in this. You need to get your own show. So she has to take a lot of the credit for pushing me toward going ahead and taking the leap and getting this rolling. So I thank you for that. That's one compliment. Now I'm going to give her one constructive feedback. Y'all notice that her color of her nails are the same as the color of our letters over here or whatever today. That's because you done heard of some people in the green room. They say, okay, I don't want no brown M&Ms. I don't want no, I need all Perrier water, etc. She says she needed to make sure that the things matched her nails if she was going to be over here so it can accent her stuff. So, but anyway, Shannon, final thoughts, man.
Crazy. You are so crazy. Let me say this was a phenomenal topic tonight. Definitely in tune with what's going on, the conversations that we're having all over the world. And that is what moves our world, conversations. And so I thank you all again for having the show. It's been a amazing watching you guys start and grow. Congratulations. I mean, I've been in radio for a long time, and I've seen the evolution of what we call communication and platforms and whatnot. And this is so phenomenal in this day and age to give opportunity to, like I do on my show, just every ordinary people sharing our thoughts, sharing our minds, because we make the world. We can hear from celebrities all day long, and there's no backlash against that, no nothing against that, but it's the everyday people and the conversations that we have that help move the world and help change the world. And so I thank you all for taking a bold move and stand and doing the show. I love the topics that you have every week. I love you guys immensely because, like we said, we grew up together, so we've seen each other grow and go and do different things. I thank you so much for the comments. This road has been definitely interesting. And so I just appreciate the support, because we get enough of the dry haters. I'm in an industry where dry haters that's just what we do. But, the support and the love for real, I thank you guys. And again, congratulations on your awards and your honors. Continue to do what you do. I just want to say to everybody listening tonight, just thanks for having me on the show and being able to share a couple of points of my mind on the topics that we had tonight. And be real about yourself. When we start to change ourselves and we start to look within and we start to work on ourselves, we can be a better person for someone else, and make foster a better community for us all. So telling the truth and being supportive and stop dry hating, that all comes from self-love, self looking inward, being the best that we can be every single day, so that we can be the best for everyone else. So again, thank you so much for having me on the show. You can find me, of course, on social media. I'm actually Shannon Thomas now, being Shannon Thomas. I'm just doing a whole bunch of things right now in life. I'm just enjoying life, doing whatever. I'm a professional host, so you can see me hosting around Dallas, Fort Worth, and other cities. But you know what? It's just the joy of doing what I do. So just find me on social media and say, hey, I'm not into all of that. We can be, hey, girl, hey, what's up? It's just that kind of thing. Very humbled and just excited to be a part of life. And so thank you guys again for having me. I love you. Love you. Yeah.
Awesome. And Ben at BS3 Radio says Shannon is a great. And I don't think that's a typo at all. Shannon is a radio great. Yeah. Simple as that. She is a radio great. And we, of course, appreciate you for taking the time and joining us. And we will definitely have you back if you'll have us.
Please.
And we'll come up with another topic and have you back.
And if you're ever interviewing Chris Brown, I'll be a sit-in guest for you.
Girl, okay. I got you. No, don't worry about it. I'll hold it down. I got you. And Tag, like I said, you picked up the mantle on this and you ran with this idea. I knew it from the moment we had the show that, it was in you. So cats off to you. Congratulations. And the sisters, it's just a great blend. I just can't say that enough. So I'm just so glad you did it.
Honey, you're so sweet.
Thank you. Mika may be available for a show or something later, because we are contemplating, sometimes bands break up, and we might put Mika out if she keeps doing what she does.
You don't want to put the next funniest person out.
But that's why. So it would be clear cut.
Sorry, ladies.
I didn't do it by myself.
He's an
A-Trap says excellent show as usual.
Thank you,
Justin, based on Lily comments, said Brandon Powell.
You tagged your husband.
Justin, do you want to talk about the comment where you said women and had to clean that up? Go on, mind your business.
Oh, yeah,
mind your business.
Right. He's still cleaning that up.
Mind your business.
Didn't he have to buy a whole house after that?
Had to buy a whole house, everything.
Motorcycle.
Still on that neck.
Carolyn Coleman says awesome show tonight. Thank you.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna call her Sister Coleman because she said awesome show on tonight. So she go to church, because that's how church people talk.
Carolyn, Carolyn go to church. Amen.
To our viewers, we certainly appreciate you. Again, tell a friend to tell a friend. Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, Queen, 3, and King. We're going to always have an interesting topic, and there's always going to be some humor in it. And we will always say something that will be impactful to your life, right? So we do appreciate you. And again, we hopefully will always deliver in terms of comment and make you laugh or make you think or something of that nature. So we appreciate you. We appreciate the time that you invest in this. And again, check us out again next week, Tuesday, 7:30, Queen, 3, and King, where we will discuss. We don't know. We'll tell you then. Thank you. Say goodbye, people.
Bye.
See ya. Are we smiling or what we doing?
The Queen Bee has arrived.
You know. What's your out then?
So I'm gonna start with both of y'all's hands right here.
Look for my thumb.
Look for your thumb.
Like if